Welcome to the Rigged Podcast with Garrett, Colin, and Jack. Week 2, Episode 2. This week's episode is going to be College Football is Back. We're going to go through a few points. We're going to highlight this past weekend of all our sports that we talked about, our rigged games of the week. We're also going to talk about this week's stuff. A few touching points that we're going to talk about on today's episode. We got college football, like we said, is back. We got NFL preseason follow-up and kind of a talk about this weekend's games. We got MLB updates, which are Rangers and Astros not doing too hot since last week's episode, since we talked about them. We got UFC 319 recap, and then we got a recap of rigged games. We're going to talk about the ones that we had, and then also our new rigged games and picks of the week. And then, Jack, if you want to go ahead and take it, I think you got the first point about college football.
All right, let's do it, boys. Well, it's been 207 days since Ohio State lifted that trophy in Atlanta, Georgia to celebrate a national championship, and we are finally back.
Iowa State back.
Well, yeah, they're always back, but then they lose.
TU back.
Yeah. Iowa State, Kansas State, top 25 matchup in Dublin, Ireland, Aviva Stadium at 11 a.m. here in Texas. College game day will be there. It's a huge game for the Big 12. Two of their best teams. I mean, that's the only way they get money because those teams are the only good teams. It's going to be a fun game. I have Kansas State taking that game, foreshadowing to my rig pick because I took Kansas State as my rig pick this week, so we'll get into that later. I think Kansas State will – I think it's going to be a rock fight or it could be a gun show, whatever it's called. I think Avery Johnson will sling it. I think Rocco Beck will sling it, and I think Dylan Edwards will run all over that Iowa State defense this weekend in Ireland.
Interesting.
Yep.
So you think the winner of this game, because it does count towards Big 12, Big 12 records, you think the winner of this game will win the Big 12?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, both these teams could be in the Big 12 championship in December. We just don't. We'll see what happens.
Is this a week 1 or week 0 match and then a Big 12 championship game rematch?
Possibly could be. That'd be fun.
That'd be pretty cool. A little hot take.
Rematch or Big 12 championship preview?
Same thing.
Oh, yep.
So this weekend is Big 12 championship game preview.
Yeah. If it happens to be a rematch, we'll be back here in 12 weeks talking about the same game. So it'll be fun.
14 weeks.
Yeah, 14 weeks, give or take.
Yeah.
Yep.
And hopefully the same weekend, G and I are in Atlanta, and possibly Jack in Atlanta.
And possibly Jack.
Watching our Ags beat OU. Possibly, question mark?
That's not going to happen. OU's going to be good this year. You'll see.
OU is or not? Isn't going to be.
OU is going to be good. You'll see in like 1 second why they're going to be good this year.
I just said A&M versus OU in Atlanta.
Yeah, but you just said OU's going to lose, so.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you said A&M beats LSU. OU, yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, they're going to beat OU.
So. Yeah, you get a participation trophy for being there.
Yeah, I get to make the playoff. That's about the same.
Not necessarily.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Because I'm pretty sure A&M last year, if we would have
one game away,
TU,
or Auburn, or Carolina.
Okay. But we could have potentially gone to Atlanta, lost to Georgia, and we would have not been in the playoff.
Yeah, that's tough. Well, I mean, Georgia was good last year, though. So Texas just can't beat them, which is awesome. So
yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yep.
Jack, I think you've got some predictions you wanted to talk about.
Yep. We are going to go through the AP Top 25, and I'm going to name my record for each team, and y'all will be able to criticize my predictions or ask questions about my predictions. I have all my predictions right next to me, so we'll get into this, okay? Here we go. Number 1, Texas, 8-4. Ooh.
Wait, who's number 1?
Texas.
No, we don't say Texas. What is it?
TU, sorry.
TU, there you go.
Let's go down Austin that we don't like. Yes. Penn State, number 2, 12-0. Ohio State, 11-1. Clemson, 12-0. Georgia, 11-1. Notre Dame, 10-2.
Oregon. Wait, hold on. Time. Did you have Clemson undefeated, so you have them beating Georgia?
They don't play Georgia this year, bro. They play LSU week 1.
I thought South Carolina and or Georgia and Clemson play every year.
No, South Carolina. This is cooked.
South Carolina.
This is so cooked.
No, it's not. This is good. This is good stuff. And then, all right, play back in. Keep going.
Okay.
After Georgia, who?
Notre Dame 10-2, Oregon 11-1. And this really starts to get fun. Okay. Alabama 8-4. Yeah.
Why do you keep yelling?
I love it. I love it.
LSU 10-2. Yes, They lose to Clemson week 1 in Death Valley. Clemson's Death Valley, which is the real Death Valley.
So you have them beating A&M?
LSU, I have them beating A&M. Let's see. A&M, LSU. No, I have them losing to A&M. That's their second loss.
Love it. Keep going.
Okay. Miami 8-4. They're gonna be mid this year. Carson Beck's trash now. Arizona State 11-1. I think they could be very good. Illinois 7-5. I don't even know why they're on the AP top 25. They're gonna be cheeks this year. South Carolina 9-3. Michigan 7-5. Florida 8-4, but they could be sneaky good. So I'd watch out for Florida this year. SMU 11-1. K-State 9-3. And then OU 11-1. A&M 11-1. Indiana 8-4. Ole Miss 7-5. Iowa State 9-3. Tech 12-0, baby.
Wait, who did you say? Who did you say? Iowa State?
Iowa State 9-3. I have them and K-State going the same record.
Okay. Now the only problem with your little hot take.
Mm-hmm.
You had
Tech
State
going 12-0.
Well, yeah.
Tech 12-0 and Arizona State going 11-1.
Well, these
So
are just
neither one.
So
neither one of those teams are going to be in the Big 12 title.
It's just a prediction. We'll see. K-State could lose.
K-State could lose
out of conference games. You never know.
All right, proceed.
Okay. Tennessee 7-5 and Boise State 10-2. That is 25. And those are my predictions for the season.
Are you sticking to them?
I'm sticking to most of them. Boise State I'm not confident in, but most of them I feel confident in. I could be biting
What's your number one most confident pick?
Number one most confident pick. I like Penn. I think Penn State's gonna be really good. I think they're going to win the Natty this year, 12-0. I like Penn State the most.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Who are they beating in the Natty?
Who beat them in the Natty? I don't know. I predicted it, but I don't want to go through my papers. Give me them beating Clemson in the Natty. There we go.
I like
Clemson
that.
could be very good this year. Yeah. No SEC teams. Ooh. We'll see what happens.
Wow.
Unless, OU makes it. Hey, shut that up, bro.
That's good. No, I like that.
I like it. I like where you have A&M.
Yep.
Very good.
Appreciate
it. I'll take that. And I'll take A&M's chances in the playoff.
Yeah, same here. OU's. Yep. Okay, I think Baylor came out with some new helmets. Colin, if you want to talk about that.
Yes. So during my time at Baylor during 2015-2019, and a few years prior to that, Baylor had, their badass uniforms during the time that they were pretty good, back-to-back Big 12 championships. Now, obviously, they had some off-the-field issues happen, but during that time, they had
was this Brian?
Probably won't get into that here. If you want to know about it, just go ahead and look it up. We're not going to do that here.
That was good.
So, but during that time where Baylor was pretty dominant in the Big 12, they had some pretty sweet uniforms, jerseys. One of them being the all-black jerseys with the gold accents with them, as well as the chrome gold helmets that everybody loved. If you look at pictures during that time of Sean Oakman, Laquan McGowan, Corey Coleman, all those studs from that little Baylor era of dominance, you basically see those pictures of those helmets, those jerseys. This past weekend, Baylor announced that they are bringing those back for a couple games this year. They will be wearing the black and the chrome gold, so we'll be looking forward to seeing that. Obviously, I love my Aggie football, but I do still support Baylor and Baylor football. So we'll see what happens there.
Yeah, let me touch on that real quick. So, if they're bringing back the chrome helmets, the chrome gold, should we maybe look for some off the field issues with the Baylor football program? Is that maybe there's a chance those are tied in?
No, I'm pretty sure. Kind of like Baylor almost getting the death penalty with all that stuff that happened. I think they're going to be very far away from getting anywhere close to that stuff happening again.
Let's hope. Let's pray for Baylor's sake that they can run a clean program.
I think that Baylor are debuting the Chrome helmets on Week 1 Friday night against Auburn, which
Perfect.
that will be a good game down in Waco, Texas. We could see 3 quarterbacks from Auburn that game. You never know what's going to happen with Hugh Freeze and that team. It's going to be fun.
I would say that could be a cool guys trip to go to that game Friday night, but Garrett and I will be in Argentina death hunting, so we cannot go to that game.
That'll be a fun recap podcast when I'll come back from Argentina.
Yeah, it will be, because we will be missing. Well, we won't be missing. We'll be able to watch most of the games.
There you go.
Because our Ags play that Saturday night.
Yeah.
Opener against UTSA.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
But it will be a nice little follow-up for Argentina shooting thousands of dove, and then we can highlight basically week 1 of games.
Yep.
But yeah, we'll see. Those chrome gold helmets will might be my rigged game of the week next week against Auburn. So
yeah,
a little foreshadowing to next week. I will probably be taking that.
Yep.
Let's see. Jack, was there any other predictions that you had, or was that all of them?
That was all my predictions for this week. If we want to get into more next week, we can.
Okay. So one of your records that you said wasn't going to be very good was Michigan.
Yep.
They just got a slap on the wrist punishment.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, I think we all remember 2 years ago when Michigan won the Natty. There's some guy named Connor Stallions. That might ring a bell to some people. They stole some signs, and they finally got punished by the NCAA. Now they have to pay 20 to 30 million fines, which is not cheap, but for Michigan it kind of is. And then their coach is suspended for 2 games, which I don't know why they couldn't suspend him for the OU game. Like, that'd be awesome, but he's not. And then I think some of the old coaches got show causes from the NCAA, which is basically they can't coach again in the NCAA for as long as that penalty lasts for.
Yeah,
that's the rundown.
Yep. Interesting on the Michigan self-imposed. They had a self-imposed 2-game ban for their head coach. That did noticeably skip over OU. They want to have their coach there, but I did find it funny that Nebraska, they said they don't need their head coach to play Nebraska. I feel like Nebraska should kind of take that as a slap in the face.
Nebraska could be decently good this year, too. I mean, we never know.
Do they still have Mahomes Jr.?
Yes. Dylan Raiola.
They will not be good then.
We don't know. He's not bad. They play Cincinnati week 1, though. So they play Cincy week 1. That'll be a fun little prediction for next week.
A Cincy Big 12 powerhouse?
No. Well, powerhouse is funny. Yeah.
I was watching Stephen A. Smith earlier today, and he was kind of talking about the whole Michigan punishment.
Mm-hmm.
He was talking about how, like, SMU, back in, was it the 90s? 80s or 90s? They got
the death penalty, right?
They basically did the same thing, and they got death penalty for several years. And it completely ruined the program for a while.
Yep.
And now Michigan's just going to slap on the wrist, and Harbaugh just jumps ship and goes and makes $20 million in the NFL, and nothing ever happened to him. So it's kind of wild that Michigan's getting away with it like this.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously they had a few things happen to them, but nothing like SMU death penalty type punishment.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it'll be interesting to see how much people complain about it. Other football programs, especially other Big Ten programs.
I know Ohio State was mad about the Natty not being stripped, but I don't think you should strip the Natty from them. They won that fair and square. So.
Like last year's? Or
2 years ago when Michigan won it. 2 years ago. Yeah.
Let's see what else we got. Auburn announced. What was it? Did I send it today or yesterday?
Both of us, I think. Yesterday.
That Auburn has. So they announced that they're going to have 3 quarterbacks. So, and what's the saying, Garrett? If you have more than one quarterback, you have no quarterback.
That's it. If you have 2 quarterbacks, you have no quarterbacks.
Yeah. Well, they got 3, so they got negative quarterbacks.
Well, maybe they have 1 quarterback if they have 3 quarterbacks.
Yep.
Yeah,
They all equal the skill set of one quarterback, anyways, because I think they're all pretty mid. Well, I know J.A. is mid because he was on my squad for a year and he did nothing. So.
Yeah, I guess we'll see my rigged pick next week, Friday night, against the newly brought back chrome gold helmets.
Yep.
How all 3 quarterbacks do.
Yeah. I wonder if they're going to play first.
Nothing says I feel good about our season like rolling in with 3 quarterbacks in your first game and then deciding on a Tuesday that we're going to claim 7 national titles on a random Tuesday in August. We're going to go from having 2 national titles to having 9. And Jack, what do you think about your old quarterback rolling in and now all of a sudden they got 7 more natties? What's all that?
I don't know. They're going to need it because they're not going to have a fun season this year. They need something to celebrate down in Auburn, Alabama. So they might need it.
Who's the old quarterback from OU?
No, Jackson Arnold. Did you see the video of him in practice? Just standing there, not knowing where to go? It was funny.
No, I didn't see that one. You'll have to send that one to me.
Okay. Yeah, Hugh Freeze was pissed after that.
So I wonder if he's going to be the first quarterback to play.
I bet they roll him out first to see, and then they'll probably bring in Daniels from I think that's his name, from Stanford, and then they'll bring in their freshman left-hander Deuce Knight, which I hear could be the starter by the end of the year in Auburn. So we'll see what happens.
Interesting. Speaking of Stanford, they play on the road at Hawaii this week.
That could be a good game.
I saw that when I was doing research for my rig pick, so I almost went with that one.
Yeah.
Lastly, we got Sayan versus Manning, week 1.
Mm-hmm.
That Sayan was officially announced.
Yep, Julian Sayan officially announced as the Ohio State quarterback. We'll see what he does against Texas. We'll get into that more next week, though, as we break down the game for real. So.
Yeah, we'll talk about college football next week a little bit more.
Yep.
Anything else for college football? Are we ready for NFL?
I think we're ready for the NFL. The no fun league. Let's do this.
Yeah, I don't think we have very much to talk about for NFL.
No, we don't.
My rigged pick of the week, of course, I said he might not play. Shitter Sanders did not play. But Dylan Gabriel kind of called out. Kind of.
Oh, you legend, baby.
And the Browns pulled out the rigged game of the week for me, so I'm 1-0 rigged games.
Mm-hmm.
That's really it for the Browns. Texans pulled out the dub.
Here you
That
go.
was helpful for some parlays for the weekend for me. Daniel Jones named starter over AR.
Anthony Richardson, yeah.
Oh, AR-15. Daniel Jones is named the starter over AR-15?
Yep. They announced it today. They announced
it. Announced.
Uh-huh.
Wow. In Indy?
In Indy. You can tell how bad a team is when they name Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones was on the Colts.
Oh, yeah, they cut him from the Giants. He's ass. He's bad.
Apparently not if he's starting over AR-15. I thought AR-15 was a future.
I think it's still pretty good. I think they're just giving up on him too early. Well, we'll see.
I guess we'll see.
Don't know quickly week 1 when Daniel Jones can't complete a pass if he's good or not.
He can run with it, though.
Yeah, and then he gets tripped up by the turf monster. So.
Anything else we got for NFL preseason? There wasn't a whole lot of news or.
No, I have nothing.
Okay, I think that's really it for NFL. We got. Was this weekend's the last week in a preseason?
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
So is their week 1 the same as college football week 1?
No, I don't think so.
It's after, right?
Their week 1 is after because we draft on the 1st of September for my league. So I think they
start
okay.
Yeah.
They start after Labor Day.
That's right, because we usually draft like weekend of opening weekend of dove season. Mm-hmm. Okay. Next, let's get into MLB. Like I said earlier, Rangers not doing too hot.
They are horrible.
Astros aren't doing too hot. I think it was like one of the first time since 2005 for the Astros to like lose 3 out of 4 games by 10 or more runs or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Some stupid stat I saw earlier, and then we lost tonight. Our best chance to beat Tariq Skubal. We take them in. We take the Tigers into extra innings, and we lose in the bottom of 10. So Astros got to get their shit together, or it's not. It's not going to be looking good. Same thing with the Rangers.
Yep, we sucked too. We lost to the Royals tonight, which is brutal. Bobby Baseball destroyed us.
That's good for me for fantasy.
That is good for you for fantasy, yes.
We got Rangers. We got Astros. Victor Robles. Came out today that he got suspended for 10 games.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure most of y'all have seen the highlight of him by now, of him getting pegged. He got hit in a AAA game.
Him getting pegged?
No, not pegged like that. Although he might be getting pegged like
Pause.
Victor Robles got hit by a pitch in AAA. I think it was on Saturday, maybe Saturday or Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And immediately gets pissed off. I think he got hit in the arm or whatever, forearm or something. Takes his bat by one hand and just launches it at the pitcher. I don't see where the bat landed. I don't think it hit the pitcher. But a little bit of a freak out by Robles. And he is suspended for 10 games, which doesn't really matter because he was in AAA, so it's not that big of a deal. But it was kind of funny that happened. Something that came up this weekend with Garrett and I, as we were talking with some buddies, we were talking about the Mendoza line, which is usually right at 200, right, Garrett?
That's usually when it gets brought up in conversation. Usually there's a hitter that's struggling, and they're like, oh, he's hitting, just below the Mendoza line. And kind of feel bad for my guy, Mendoza. I believe it's Carlos Mendoza, because he was a career 215 hitter, and everybody just thinks that he was, out there batting 195 or, batting 190. Nowadays, if you bat 215, you're probably in a slump, but it's not that bad. It's regular for guys to bat 230 now.
A lot of catchers hit that.
Yeah, I mean, if you're batting 230 and you're, defensively sound, you got a safe job.
Yep.
But now, 215 ain't that bad.
So this whole time we've been told batting under the Mendoza line is batting under 200, when really it was 215.
Correct. Yeah, fake news.
So we've been lied to
left.
this time. Yeah, rigged.
Correct.
Something else that got brought up. Well, the Mendoza line's interesting. Hopefully, you shouldn't be close. But if you are, do better. So you're not close to 215 or 200. Next, we'll get into UFC. We had UFC 319 this past weekend. Got a little follow-up. I'll kind of let Garrett talk a little bit about this. He's more in the UFC. I'm pretty into it as well, but I don't know the guys as well as Garrett does, and kind of has the memory that Garrett does for these kind of fighters and what all happened. So Garrett, what all we got? We had some weigh-in cuts, some fights that got missed. I think we lost out on 3 fights.
Yeah, lost out on 3 fights due to some bad weight cuts. One of the guys I was really looking forward to watching this weekend was Brian Battle. He was coming up from welterweight up to middleweight. He had trouble making 170 in the past, and what do you know? He missed weight again at middleweight. Not a good look. They ended up canceling the fight. Really upset that I wasn't able to watch Brian Battle this weekend, but. Yeah, lost 3 fights, kind of part of the game. These are professional athletes. They need to know how to, control their bodies and make sure that, they're able to hold up their end of the bargain whenever they sign the dotted line. You got to make weight. You got to be professional about it. It's your job. You got people depending on you, and you got to make weight. We lost 3 fights.
Speaking before we get into the other fights, speaking of the weigh-in cuts. It's kind of a hot topic with UFC which I kind of fight on the weigh-ins, because there should be a different way of getting weigh-ins for fights, like weigh in a week earlier, or some way to regulate it, because you have some of these fighters who, I mean, you would know this, Garrett. Like a few of these fighters walk in or walk around 30, 40 pounds heavier than what they fight with.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just ridiculous. That like in a matter of a couple days before a fight, they got to drop 30 pounds in water weight to where like they're basically passing out. They can't even walk, and then they go lay down in the hotel room after they weigh in, which is what 48 hours before a fight.
Generally, they weigh in Friday mornings, fight Saturday night, so it's about 36 hours.
36 hours. So, and then they have 36 hours to go get all their, water and nutritions and all that stuff back in. And it's just crazy that they got to go out and fight when 36 hours ago they were 30 pounds lighter or 20 pounds lighter. Whatever.
That's crazy.
So it's just kind of crazy that they, allow that and they do that. But obviously UFC knows what they're doing. It's kind of weird and crazy that they got to do that.
Yeah.
But I guess we'll see what happens in the future because here we had a big pay-per-view that people pay what $70-$80 to watch, and it was supposed to have what 12 or 13 fights.
Yeah, there were supposed to be 14, 15 fights, and we lost.
Yeah. And you lost
3 of them.
Yeah, you lose a fifth of the card of what you paid for. So, that's tough. So, I guess we can see what happens in the future. But I think there needs to be a different way of weighing in a week before or the month of or something. I don't know how you would do it, but it's good to be something different.
Yeah, I don't know that they're actually going to do away with kind of the way they have it set up in terms of weighing in on a Friday and fighting on a Saturday. I think maybe a logical change would be just having more weight classes. Right now they're spread out pretty good between 10, 15, 20 pounds. Boxing, they have a lot more weight classes, and they're between 5 to 4 pounds difference. Now with the new flow of money coming in with the Paramount Plus deal, there's a chance that we see an influx of, I guess, the UFC branching out. So I wouldn't be expecting anything like that, but that would be on my radar. Maybe more weight classes.
Yeah, we'll see.
But yeah, main card for UFC 319. Pretty entertaining. We had 2 spinning back elbows. It was the 9th and 10th in the UFC history. It was the first time they were ever back-to-back in fights, which obviously was only 9 or 10. Going to be pretty rare. Pretty crazy that it happened back-to-back.
Yeah, that was pretty sweet to watch that.
Oh, yeah. No, and my rigged pick of the week was the champ to retain his belt. He did not. It was one of the more boring fights I can remember watching. And unfortunately, he got just out wrestled and, out controlled by, a guy that's his game.
Jack, did you watch it?
No, I didn't watch it. I don't really watch UFC that much. I just hear it from y'all, so that's how I know what's going on.
Yeah, like Garrett said, the main card was pretty entertaining up until the main event.
Okay.
And our guy, DDP, who we thought was rigged, Garrett thought was rigged, he couldn't do a damn thing.
Mm-mm.
He did get a couple hits, a couple punches that landed, and got him stumbling a little bit, but then Kamzat just jumped right on top of him and took over him, and there was nothing that DDP could do. I mean, it was 25 minutes of just sitting there watching, wrestling and laying down, and he couldn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
So that was unfortunate end of watching, with the guys, little watch party.
There you go.
Our first episode, for you listeners and fans, for our UFC pay-per-view events, we usually do a cookie cake. And this weekend, I finally decided to do a double doozy cookie cake, which, yes, we're fat. But usually I like to do some kind of design, whatever, with the colors that go to a fighter, our favorite fighter, the fighter that we like for the week. Usually one of the main fighters of the main event on the main card. So this week we did, South African cookie cake, which we'll throw up the graphic that we all can see what the cookie cake looked like. But we did just normal chocolate chip, but we did double doozy this time. And
wow,
some people didn't like it. I think me and Garrett were big fans of the double doozy.
Oh yeah.
little bit of icing, but it was pretty good. So
Yep.
That's
for
lit.
for you listeners that like
I
cookie cake,
love I love cookie cake. So
oh,
Mm.
it's the best cake.
yeah. Well, some cakes are like confetti cake's good. I love confetti cakes. Have you
Confetti
Well,
ever
cake?
had the bundt cakes? Those are really good too.
yes, those are good. Buntinis are good.
What are
Mm.
those? The little ones?
The little ones,
Yeah, those are also good too. Like cookie cakes are superior because the cookie plus the icing it all combines in your mouth for a heavenly taste of cake.
yeah, it was pretty good, but just unfortunate we had to watch that boring ass fight for
Hmm
Yeah.
the last of it. Gary, I think I kind of cut you off on UFC. Was there anything else for UFC?
No. I think it was just, there was a lot of control time, not a lot of action, a lot of just kind of wrestling for position. But you know what? I may have been 0-1 in my rig pick of the week, but that's not going to stop me from making a good pick this week. I
Hell
think
yeah.
that's a good transition. We go over into our rig picks of the week. Jack and I both lost last week. Colin won last week, so it's time for me and Jack to get on the winning train. Jack, do you want to start us off?
Yeah, so I already touched mine, but I'm taking K State this weekend in Ireland. One of the best teams in the Big 12. The Big 12 loves them. I know they're both in the Big 12, but like every year they love K State. And who doesn't want the home team to win when you're having a game in Ireland? Like you paid all that money to go, they might as well have the home team win, right? So I'm taking K State. I'm taking the spread for K State to win against Iowa State this weekend in Ireland.
What is the spread?
I have not looked, but I will check it.
So whatever it closes at, you're taking K State.
Yes, I'm taking
I
K
saw
State.
-3. I saw K State -3.
That's pretty good for an Ireland game because last year we saw what happened. Georgia Tech went on a field goal, so we'll see.
And who'd they beat? They beat Florida State, right?
Florida State, yeah.
Florida State.
Yeah, Florida State did well last year. So hot take. Loser of this game has a terrible season.
Yeah, possibly. I still think Iowa State's good though. Like it's just like it would make sense to lose when you're have a 7-hour time difference and you're not adjusted to sleep. But I mean, like they'll probably leave tomorrow though and get there early. So
both teams got to do it.
True.
Yep.
But it would make sense if one of the teams lost because they have to lose. Actually, sorry.
No, I think both teams will win.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Garrett, rig pick.
My rig pick of the week. It was breaking news this week that Kansas unveiled their new stadium. They host Fresno State this weekend. The line I saw was Kansas minus around 13, so a couple touchdowns. I think it's not basketball season, so maybe those Kansas fans are going to be locked in on football season. I think it's going to be a packed house.
Yep.
Give me the Jayhawks at home over the Bulldogs.
Rock chalk.
I agree.
And just to clarify, against the spread. So give them the cover.
Whatever it closes at.
Whatever it closes at, they're going to probably close to 2 touchdowns. Give me the Jayhawks.
Yeah, I like it. Kansas was decent last year, so I like it.
Yep. And did Jalen Daniels stay? They have him again this year. I think he stayed. Yeah, they have him one more year.
Jaden Daniels plays for the Commanders.
Jalen Daniels though plays for Kansas.
Yes, sir.
That's what I said.
I thought you said Jaden.
Well, it sounds similar when you say it fast. Okay, Garrett, go ahead. I mean,
Garrett,
I just went.
Colin, go ahead.
Thanks. You're already getting us mixed up.
Good God.
Week 2, episode 2, and you're getting us mixed up.
Yeah, like the last name and first name confusing sometimes. Just go ahead.
Okay, to roll over, I won last week, the only one who won. So to go into this week, I was struggling to kind of find a pick. Did some research on, the 5 or 6 whatever college football picks we got this week. I was going to go with Hawaii over Stanford, but I'm going to change that because what's more rigged than Vegas? Not a whole lot. I mean, everything is rigged, but you go to Vegas and everything is a lot more rigged.
Mm-hmm.
So, UNLV.
Ooh. Dan Mullen's opening game as a Rebel, by the way.
Who's that?
The new coach at UNLV, the old coach of Florida, buddy, you're cooked.
Why am I cooked if I'm going with UNLV?
I know, you say who was that, though. You didn't know who Dan Mullen was.
This is absolute shit.
But
What?
anyways, yeah, that's his pick.
Yeah, so I forgot who they're even playing.
We just highwayed his friggin' pick. We got to cut that.
I don't care. I'm still going with it. It's rigged. So I'm going with it. UNLV as my rigged pick at home against Idaho State.
There you go.
UNLV, as of right now, is minus 24.5. So I don't care where that spread ends up at. I'm taking UNLV spread because it's in. What's that?
The large spread to cover. But I
don't
like
care.
it. I like that pick.
It's in Vegas. It's rigged.
Yeah.
Vegas is rigged. Everything is rigged. I got UNLV
Uh-huh.
taking the dub, covering whatever the spread is at because it's in Vegas.
I like that pick.
And we'll be talking next week, and I'll be 2-0, and hopefully y'all are 1-1. Both of y'all could be 0-2.
Mm-hmm.
But keep talking shit about my pick. I'm the only one that's 1-0.
That's true, yeah. Hey, in 14 weeks when we are done doing football picks, we'll see who has the best record. The other two can do a punishment live on the air. How about that?
Yeah, we'll see.
Okay.
We'll see about that.
I don't love that.
Let's see. That basically covers everything that we had.
Yep.
We got anything else? Jack, you got anything you wanted to talk about?
I don't have anything to talk about, no. I'm thinking good for now.
Okay, Garrett?
Good.
There you go.
Ooh, wait, actually, one more thing.
Mm-hmm.
Colin, what is rigged?
Everything.
That's right.
Everything is rigged.
Everything is rigged.
Yes, sir.